To be doing a completely unscripted video, just using the energy out of my own heart to explain something to you that I think is very important and potentially life-changing. Okay? Now what it is, it's that, believe it or not, you are connected to the entire universe. You're very important, right? So everything that you say, everything that you do, and everything that you see, everything that you hear, all affects yourself in your own universe, and yet that is a connection to the whole universe. So what your goal should be is to be able to create a character who is aligned with the whole universe, with that which be, just the energies, right? And to do that, you have to focus on your health. You have to focus on the vibrations that you can feel as a person. You have to learn. Now, I could say you should read a bunch of books. I could say that you should watch a whole bunch of content. But really, you find this deep, deep truth just by sitting with yourself out in nature, just enjoying yourself. Now, if you try to not do anything in particular, you will come to notice that your being slowly rests into a state that already has everything and all the knowledge needed. Now, what makes that very interesting is that that means that there is some sort of hidden world that can't really be seen, but it's there, right? It's, I guess, the spirit world or metaphysical. And that's what I find very interesting in life. I think that if you were to tune yourself to a higher vibration, that things will just start to work out. Things will just start to work out. The money will come, your connection with God will skyrocket, your family will appreciate you more. Um, Everything that you could have ever wanted could potentially work out. It genuinely could. Now, the way you make it work out is by simply being the person who already had it work out, right? So it's like, okay, I want to be a millionaire. The problem is, right, somebody who is obsessed with the concept of a millionaire being all the stuff that comes with $1 million, they'll never, they might, but they're going to be chasing the wrong goal. Okay. However, the person who sharpens themselves to a degree that they already are a millionaire, that's the true millionaire. It's who you are as a person. Who you are as a person maps out who you're going to be for the rest of your life. So you have time now to create a character that maybe you can actually appreciate. And in doing that, odds are things work out because you're aligned with the universal powers. Okay? There are some things in life that you have the ability to change, and then there's things you don't have the ability to change. So my recommendation to you is to focus on the things you can change and not to worry about the external things around you. Okay? Because there's always going to be movement, always going to be chaos, and always going to be things that don't make sense. So find a place within yourself that is calm, peaceful, relaxing, comforting, personal. In that, you might even find God. Okay? God dwells inside of you. Right. So what I can say is this. Okay? The universe is a consistent truth. Okay? And that truth can either be an uncomfortable truth that you deny and you have to live in suffering, or it can be the most blissful and enjoyable, energetic thing that's pure ecstasy. Now, the thing is, you do need to distinguish the two, and you don't have one without the other. You can't have life without death. You cannot have bliss without suffering. Okay? So, what I can say is build habits and start slow. In the morning, if you're used to like watching Netflix or YouTube shorts, instead of watching the shorts or the Netflix, instead do push-ups, meditate, and drink water or something. Read a book. It's like you have a super conscious, but you are operating from the very, very surface conscious that's kind of an idiot. That means that you don't even realize it, but you habitually do the things that hurt yourself. And that is something that could be very damaging to a person. Over time, imagine 50 years of doing the wrong thing every day, and then you wake up and realize, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. That's terrifying, right? So I don't want that for you, okay? I want you to learn skills, be a sharp human, somebody who can really, really form thoughts and opinions and is not a flake, okay? So what I can recommend is I recommend the Bible. I recommend reading books about awareness, consciousness, and spatial awareness, the universe. There's a lot of philosophers that I'll be touching on in future videos, such as Alan Watts, Carl Jung, Aristotle, among others, right? One thing that I would like to challenge you to do is learn to talk to somebody without any script, without any context. Void yourself of context and have a conversation with somebody. In doing this, what you're going to find is that there's a lot more to talk about than you might have thought. Often, our thoughts are looping the same thoughts every single day. You came up with one good thought 5 years ago, and you stuck with that same thought for 5 years. Really, what you should be doing is every single day, you should strive to have different thought patterns, different ways of awareness, and different activities. That way, you can be a versatile human on earth who can have conversations about deeper topics, who can be receptive of financial opportunity, and who can take care of his family responsibly. So the way you do this is very slow, but it's a trickle effect, right? If you start now and I say, hey, go do 10 push-ups, and you go do it, good. Now, if you tell yourself, I'm going to do 10 push-ups, go do the 10 push-ups. It's simple. If you've been thinking about starting a business, don't be fearful. Start the business. Super simple. You were scared of reaching out to somebody that you could have connected with to learn more about yourself. Reach out to them, make new friends, right? Guys, if you guys like this type of content, please subscribe. What I'm going for is non-edited, raw, true, authentic. As Luke Belmar said, authenticity is a vibration that vibrates 400 times that of love. And that's something that I can appreciate. It's what I can recommend to you guys is do something unique, do something different, and do something fun. Let me ask you this. Are you ready for the game? Hey, please like and subscribe, and take care. My name was Noah. Best of luck.